Udaipur, the city of lakes and palaces, echoes with many stories of the past. But what makes it really special is its hospitality. What if during your visit to this royal city, instead of a regular hotel, you could stay at a family home that has been standing tall since the 1800s while celebrating Mewar's royal heritage? Let's welcome Priya, a passionate traveler who has been keenly exploring the nooks and corners of India over the past few years. She's taking us inside her serene lakeside stay at Kankarwa Haveli in Udaipur. In this video, she'll be sharing her experience of this warm and cozy property on the edge of Lake Pichola. But first, let's get to know her a little bit and how she discovered this family home. And then we'll learn all about her time here and in Udaipur.
We are both a retired couple, my husband and I. Our kids, they're working, so we've been genuinely last 3-4 years have been exploring India via our road trips. I think it's been brilliant 3 years because we've explored states like Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Kerala, Gujarat, Himachal. So it's been very interesting. And Rajasthan has always been on my bucket list for years. It's somehow I've always ended up being only going to Jaipur. But this luckily what happened in 23 when we visited it is we got tickets for the Sacred Spirit Festival, which is the Sufi festival that they hold every year. That is how Rajasthan happened. And because we drove from Bombay, my first entry into the most gorgeous state of Rajasthan was Udaipur. So I would say it just set the tone for an entire Rajasthan, almost a month and a half road trip, 45 days to be exact. I do a lot of research before I travel, and my husband and me, both of us, are not very much for the big brand hotels. We prefer homestays, and we have been actually very fortunate because wherever we stay, we've had the most amazing homestays. And the second thing is I wanted something in the old city of Udaipur. I didn't want something in the new part of the town. So those are my two criteria, and I did a lot of research. I looked at booking, I looked at Google reviews, did my entire research. And that's how Kankarwa popped on my list. And I just thought it was beautiful because it was a small, wonderful place. And what I liked was it had lake-facing rooms. What more can I ask for if my room faces Lake Pichola? So that was my criteria, and I have to say I was very happy with my choice. First of all, what I liked was that they didn't allow us to get our cars inside. They have a little parking lot outside the city, and from there you get your rickshaw. So you get in the rickshaw and you come down. So just the drive to the old city was building up a lot of excitement in my head, in my heart. So when I saw it, it just was a very charming, small, little tiny gate which opened out into the little courtyard. And it just gave me a feel of actually being in Rajasthan, actually getting a feel of the Rajasthani architecture, and it was a pale yellows and creams. It was a very mellowed down. So my first look was, wow, it's like, it seems to be getting better from here. Yes, for sure. I know that definitely Udaipur was founded by Maharaja Uday Singh. So Kankarwa dates back to the 16th century. But 1800 is when Uday Ji, I think Thakur Abhay Singh Ji, built this place. So it's been there since 1800. And for centuries, it was a summer residence of the family. And only somewhere in 1990s, I think 1903 is when they began restoration. And 95 was when they opened their homes to the guests that come to Udaipur. And even today, in fact, the couple that lives there, Divya Rishi Runawat, he is still part of the family. So he and his wife stay there with their 2 kids. Yes, I did, and luckily I got a very nice room, which was in fact quite spacious. They had a nice double bed with 2 single divans. And as you go to the end of you open the balcony, very small balcony, because of course it's a very old property. It's a very tiny balcony, but it literally overlooked the entire, like I was standing on Lake Pichola. So it was like a dream come true. I've entered Rajasthan, my first trip, and I'm like seeing Lake Pichola from my room. I don't think I could have asked for a better beginning for my stay. of the lake was wonderful from the terrace. The terrace had a super view of the lake, and in fact our breakfasts and our dinners were normally held on the terrace. So you were literally sitting on the terrace having a view of the lake and of course Lake Palace and Jagmand, everything from the terrace itself. That I think was their USP is that. And even from the terrace, if you look behind, you could even see the city palace. So it's a very nice setup, and even the little courtyard done, what I really thought was very, very honest and very organic was that they had their children's scooter lying somewhere, the toys. So it was not like we had to maintain it to be really 100% clean, but it was very, you literally go to someone's home. So I've got some beautiful sunset videos because the tree was like, I would say, picture perfect. Because it's my first entry into Rajasthan, whatever I saw was, I think, fabulous. I think what stood out for me, like I said, was the terrace view. Even their courtyard, where you sit down, the nice little steel benches, you could just sit with little potted plants and little paintings on the walls. So it was a very nice, you could just sit and chat, and we would just sit and chat there. So I think overall it reached all my expectations. Like it ticked everything off my list. We used to have mainly dinners there because lunch used to be traveling, and you had to of course let them know because they would actually cook for their family and send it to us. So whatever they had cooked in the house would be our dinner. And it was a vegetarian place. They gave only strictly vegetarian. You could order non-veg if you wanted to, but primarily we were happy with vegetarian. So our breakfast was like poha, there was puri, there was of course if you wanted bread and everything. And lunches and dinners with the most amazing dal, chawal. This is an excellent bhindi bhaji that his wife had cooked for us once. So very wholesome, very normal food that you would have at home. So for me, at the end of the day, you come home to have something which is nutritious and healthy and comfort food. Let me put it in one word. And the staff was super, like very always willing to help you. And they seemed to be very happy doing what they were doing. It didn't seem like a chore to them. And in fact, even the owner, Divyadishi Ranawat, they didn't have any tours from the hotel, but they were all very good to tell us what to do, which shop to go to. Even the staff that were near, so it was it was a lovely, I would say, introduction to them. We did take a walking tour of the city palace, and they had a guide. He organized a guide for us to take us around City Palace and the old city. And then we took a boat ride on Lake Pichola. We rode around Taj Lake Palace, and we got up at Jagmandir. We saw all that, came back. So he doesn't do it through his hotel, but he of course has a contract which he gave us, and he was a very nice guide. So overall, he really organized it for whatever we wanted. So I think in terms of everything, it just worked out. So I have no complaint. I think it was like a perfect stay. To me, a city, I look at it in a different way. I don't look at it from a touristic perspective, to be very honest. For me, a city has to have character. And Udaipur, I think, it is just steeped in character. You're like walking on lanes, you are going to shops, you are going to the city palace, you're having local gulab jam, you're having a local meal, and the whole city is very vibrant, it's very colorful. And I like personally visiting old markets. I love going through and looking at small little people selling their wares. So Udaipur is filled with this. So I think Udaipur is a city which I think is full of character. I think is very vibrant. It's very chaotic at times when the temple is like the aartis on the city palace. But I think there is a lot of comfort in the chaos for me. I think it's one of the nicest cities for me in Rajasthan. I have 2-3 others, but Udaipur definitely is on the list. It's a very clean city. So I think even cleanliness-wise, my friend in fact said that India had so much cleaner than what we see our streets in Goa. So I think that is a plus point for the city. We're quite a clean, and being in old city, it was still very clean. We had people who were very nice stalls selling the Pichwai paintings, and this lady selling beautiful leather bags, and this and by the way, gluten intolerant. So I was very happy because just 5 minutes from Kankara, 5 to 8 minutes, there's this restaurant called Millets of Meva, which made an actual Rajasthani thali for us with all gluten-free flours. So your dal bhati, your churma, whatever you had, it was all done with like your Rajgira flour. So we even had a meal there because it's a beautifully done place. So I think that's a plus because a lot of times in Rajasthan you're stuck for people who are gluten intolerant, can't have a lot of stuff. But for me, that was also something I liked about this city, that they had some option for people who are probably gluten intolerant. I would definitely recommend it, but you have to understand that I know a lot of tourists will be having veg food. And secondly, you're not going to get, I would say, 5-star service, but you're going to get a comfortable, comfort food stay. So I think definitely people who want to experience Udaipur should go. And I have recommended Kankura to a few of my friends, I think, and one of them has been there also after we came. So I think it is, and I think travelers are opening up to these options. And I think Kankura should definitely be on their list. It's very affordable, very feasible, very economically viable. And I think it was just price-wise, food-wise, everything. It was, I think, bang on. It ticked everything, like I said. It was like a home away from home. I would come home and have a great home-cooked meal, then go back and just watch the lake and then just lie in bed. I think that was, for me, it was like a home away from home to start my trip for sure. So Udaipur is very special, and because it's my first trip, Kankura was absolutely special place for me.
Priya's story reminds us that the best way to get the feel of a city is to live a little bit like a local. And what better way to do it than with such attentive and warm hosts at Kankarba Haveli. If you're planning a visit to this city of lakes, maybe skip the usual hotels and try a stay at a place that touches the soul. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share this video if you enjoyed the journey. And drop us a comment below. Would you like to stay at a Haveli like this?